At first glance, it looks unreal. A lake glowing red beneath the African sun, silent, still, and strangely beautiful. But this beauty hides danger. The water burns, the air stings, and almost nothing should survive here. Yet life does. Against chemistry, heat, and time itself, certain species have adapted to one of the most hostile environments on Earth. This is Lake Natron. A place where evolution is forced to move fast, and where survival rewrites the rules of nature. A distinctive fish endemic to Lake Natron cannot be found anywhere else in the world. In Africa's Great Rift Valley, on the border of Kenya and Tanzania, lies a lake that seems almost unreal. From a distance, it appears calm and otherworldly. But step closer, and its true nature begins to reveal itself. Lake Natron is stained deep red by salt-loving organisms and algae. Its waters reach scorching temperatures, and its chemistry rivals ammonia. This is not a place most life should survive. And yet, somehow, life has found a way. What makes Lake Natron so hostile did not happen overnight. This environment became extreme in a remarkably short span of time, leaving many species unable to adapt. But a select few did more than endure. They thrived. Water flows into the lake, but there is no outlet. Nothing drains away. The only escape is evaporation. As water disappears, salt and minerals remain behind, slowly transforming the lake into one of the most inhospitable ecosystems on Earth. Despite the smell, the heat, and the thick mud, Lake Natron holds a strange beauty. That contradiction raises an inevitable question. Why is this African lake so unforgiving, and what kind of creatures could possibly call it home? Lake Natron covers roughly 600 square miles, yet even at its deepest, it barely reaches 10 feet during the rainy season. The shallow waters make the lake extremely sensitive to environmental change, and towering above this flat landscape is a clue to its origins. Rising nearby is Alkaline, an active volcano that erupts only a few times per century. But its role in shaping Lake Natron goes back much further. Around 10,000 years ago, heavy rainfall carried volcanic debris down the volcano's slopes, forming the foundation of the lake. Alkaline is unlike most volcanoes. Its lava is rich in sodium and potassium, and because it erupts more slowly and at cooler temperatures, it creates a rare landscape that quietly poisons the water below. The lake's salinity is now twice that of seawater. As the water evaporates, salt crystallizes and forms trona deposits across the surface. What appears still and silent is actually a constantly shifting chemical system. To understand just how extreme these conditions are, scientists study the lake up close. The water is shallow, intensely hot, and astonishingly alkaline. Some springs feeding into the lake reach a pH of nearly 11, a level that would burn human skin. These springs emerge through deep faults in the Earth's crust, filling the lake with mineral-rich water that determines which plants and animals can exist here at all. And yet, in a surprising twist, this deadly environment offers something rare: protection. Bizarrely, Lake Natron serves as an ideal nursery. It is one of the most important breeding grounds in the world for lesser flamingos. Migratory birds from Europe travel thousands of miles to reach this place. Several kilometers offshore lie mudflats where flamingos build their nests. The surrounding water is so hostile that no predators can cross it. Not even hyenas dare venture into the burning lake. Because of this natural defense, around 75% of all lesser flamingos on Earth are born here. Their pink coloring comes directly from cyanobacteria called spirulina, which thrives in the toxic water. While bacteria can survive almost anywhere, Lake Natron remains lethal to most complex life. Except for one remarkable exception. A distinctive fish, found nowhere else on Earth, inhabits this lake. The Alkaline. Lake Natron's waters fluctuate between oxygen-rich and oxygen-free zones. To survive, the fish have evolved a rare adaptation. They can breathe air by surfacing and gulping oxygen directly from above the water. As researchers studied them more closely, they discovered something even more astonishing. There are 3 subspecies of Alkalapia, each with subtle differences in their mouths. These small variations reveal how each fish exploits a different ecological niche. One species has a downward-facing mouth and thick lips used to scrape algae from rocks. Another thrives in southern springs with a slightly altered head structure. The third species has a terminal mouth, allowing it to feed from both the lake floor and the surface, making it the most widespread and adaptable of them all. These adaptations offer more than biological curiosity. They offer a glimpse into the future. As climate change increases global temperatures, more lakes may begin to resemble Lake Natron. Evaporation will intensify, water chemistry will shift, and species will be forced to adapt or disappear. Studying these fish helps scientists understand how life might respond to extreme environments yet to come. But Lake Natron's story stretches much further back in time. The lake itself is nearly 2 million years old, and hidden along its shoreline lies evidence of dramatic change. Fossilized fish bones form thin layers beneath the surface, suggesting a catastrophic event wiped out entire populations at once. Prehistoric Lake Natron was far larger than it is today. Repeated volcanic eruptions covered old sediments with lava, likely eliminating the ancestors of the modern Alkalapia. This region sits on the edge of 2 tectonic plates that are slowly pulling apart. Over millions of years, this separation could create an entirely new ocean where the East African Rift Valley now lies. In that sense, Lake Natron is more than a lake. It is a window into the birth of oceans and the resilience of life. While geologists observe the early stages of continental division, biologists witness evolution in real time. Together, they reveal something profound. Lake Natron is a natural laboratory, showing both the destructive power of Earth and the incredible ability of life to adapt. Protecting it means preserving knowledge that could one day prove essential to the survival of our planet. Heat rises from the surface. The water shimmers. And beneath the silence, evolution continues its work. Lake Natron is more than a lake. It is a living experiment, shaped by fire, salt, and shifting continents. Here, scientists witness the past and the future unfolding at the same time. As the land slowly breaks apart and climates grow more extreme, the lessons hidden in these red waters become increasingly important. Life does not always survive by strength or abundance. Sometimes, it survives by adapting in silence. If you enjoy documentaries that uncover nature's hidden worlds and the powerful forces shaping our planet, subscribe to the channel and stay with us. There are many more stories like this waiting to be told.